Lane Community College, the Titans, and Lower Columbia,
the Red Devils.
Who lost his life while on duty yesterday near our other community college campus. We thank him for his service and offer our thoughts and prayers to his family. This time, please rise and we will have a moment of silence. Good. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed today by Patsy Pizzaruba.
Oh, say, don't you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red the most bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
And after that rendition of the national anthem, everybody's excited to play now, right?
That was beautifully done. Just followed the quick moment of silence that we had for the incident that happened down the street yesterday.
Yeah, scary.
It was officer-involved shooting, I believe.
Yeah, I think he
And
passed
lost his
away.
life.
Yes.
Yeah, really sad.
So we'll get back to the fun stuff in basketball here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what do you expect to see today while they do introductions. We'll cover that in a minute.
Well, both these teams are going to play fast-paced basketball. I had a chance to watch them last week. They've each had a chance to get on the court, evaluate, what they do in the last weekend. So I think a lot of them actually went home this week, and with the break in between the semis and the quarters and the semis, they really can soak in that it's a Final Four. In years past, it was 4 straight games to reach the championship game. And so I think Lane went home. They're going to continue to do what they do. They're going to go fast-paced. They're going to use a spread offense. They've got all shooters on the court. They'll spread you out. If you help too long, they're going to knock you down.
Well, and LCC seems pretty committed to playing man and not helping. So they're really going to dare them to shoot and make those shots under some pressure.
Yeah, they absolutely do. I think LC has an opportunity to really play kind of one-on-one defense, right? Which is what it's going to take to really slow Lane down, averaging 93 points a game. But Lane can get out. They like to play fast-paced. They have multiple trapping schemes in terms of a run and jump, but they'll also go on the ball and trap. So they're going to try to force Lane into some early turnovers for some offense. And create some momentum. Lane has some hometown athletes on their team, so there's a little bit of a pretty big crowd for Lane right now. So if they can get out to an early lead, that'll be in their advantage.
They can get loud. Well, we'll look at the starting lineups for For Lane, the #1 seed out of the South, #3 Morgan Cooper, #4 Kendra McInich, #20 Maddie Birch, 23 Bella Hamill, and 45 Sarah Bell. They also have 2 of their top scorers come off the bench. Addie McKinney,
Yep.
McKinney,
Yep.
Addie McKinney, and
Yep.
or Emma McKinney,
Yep.
and Addie.
Yep, Shepley. Yep. So yeah.
Sierra Shepley.
Yep. Yep. So Sierra's the local product from Arlington High School. Very comfortable coming off the bench, shooting it 50% or more from the three-point line. So she's instant offense off the
So
bench.
dangerous. And LCC, it's #2 Michaela Harris, 10 Caitlin Forner, who sat out most of the quarterfinal game, 11 Danica Schmidt, Asia Castillo, #25, and #30 Jody Noyes, who was their leading scorer in that quarterfinal one.
Yeah.
Quick shot by Lane.
Yep. Brought it on down. Just started with the 4 out. Again, LCC was able to just really go one-on-one defense.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're going to try to do. Their drive there. Michaela Harris is denied, but ball's going to stay at this end for LCC. That's going to be Caitlin Forner is going to inbound the ball here.
It is
Little
good.
box.
Yeah, it's good to see her back. She did miss most of the second half of their last game. It looked like a knee issue that she's come back from.
Yeah, I think the coach said she rolled her ankle and they were ahead and they felt comfortable with their backup.
Good.
They really play about 10 deep.
Yeah, they do. Well, again, that's the advantage of being able to split your weekends here. You know, she's able to go and have 4 or 5 days of rest and be
Absolutely.
ready to go.
And there's Lane. One of the things is, you know, you play that 4 out and spread the floor, it really gives you some gaps to shoot in offensive rebounding. And Lane there it was their 3rd bite of the apple there.
Yeah.
And Maddie Birch
Yeah.
drew the foul.
Yep. You know, they're averaging 14 offense a game, so it's typically teams say, hey, let's hold teams to 10 or under, but long shots, long rebounds, and an active rebounder to give yourself second chances is so valuable.
Oh, yeah. And Danica Schmidt filling up the stat sheet already. She's got 2 points at one end and the foul at the other. 1 out of 2 there for Lane. Forner drives, kicks it back out. Danica Schmidt for 3, misses, but LCC with the rebound. I think, you know, if there's a lot of three-pointers, there's going to be a lot of long rebounds.
There will be a lot of three-point attempts.
So Forner gets in the lane this time, up and under, and she gets the roll. Early lead for LCC, Lower Columbia. Lane, and that's the thing, if you're going to play one-on-one,
Yeah.
Kendra McInich.
She's impressive because she can play, you know, any position on the court. They like to ISO her at the nail to go one-on-one. Like you just saw, she grabbed a rebound and went coast to coast with it. Very capable lefty. You know, that's one thing. Lower Columbia is kind of have to take her left hand away and force her back right, force her into traffic, see what kind of scheme they have for her.
And a reverse layup for Maddie Birch. Ties up the game right there. Forner almost walked, got rid of the ball, but turned it over. Lane in transition here. Pass out to the corner, the ball back up top now. And McInich playing the ball handle role. Kicks it over to Birch, 3. And looked like Lower Columbia had it. Danica Schmidt came down with the rebound, got tied up, and it's going to be a foul on Lane.
I think did they call a foul? You're right. Yeah. Boy, that's a tough foul when you foul 90 feet away from the rim.
Yeah, well, it looked like a held ball,
Yeah.
and then Sarah Ball called for the foul. Forner brings it over midcourt, a little handoff here.
Yeah.
And Michaela Harris drives the lane. That's the second time she's gotten into the lane and really run into a lot of issues from Lane.
Yeah. Lower Columbia is not known to be a prolific three-point shooting team, so they are going to find ways to get into lane. And I'm surprised they haven't. Oh, there they go. I was going to say that. I'm surprised they haven't gotten into Jody yet. She's such a great offensive player with her back to the basket.
And here she has to defend 90 feet. Sarah Ball with the layup. 6-4. Lane takes their first lead of the day. Caitlin Forner yoing the ball on the right side. Comes off the screen. kicks it back out. That shot's going to be open today. Danica Schmidt, she missed a couple, but she stuck with it and put that one down.
Yep, Lower Columbia was able to get into the lane and had a great, kick behind pass.
Little reverse layup there. Maddie Birch, not quite the way you teach that usually,
Right.
but
That's her second one in the row, though. She found
Yeah.
something that's working.
well, she's able to kind of use the back, get under the basket, and if she can get it up off the backboard, she's got a shot at it.
Yep.
Schmidt running one-hander. And it's the Danica Schmidt show, 7 points here in the early going. LCC takes the lead again.
And Danica is really known for her defense. She was on the all-defensive team and her ability to really block the ball, but getting 7 early points is huge for them.
Oh yeah, well, it's going to give everybody a little bit of confidence, you would think. I mean, they're hanging in there. And the drive by Emma McKinney, she draws the foul. That's going to be on Asia Castillo, her first.
McKinney had shot 91% from the free throw line during the regular season. She's not someone you want to put on the line.
No, 91%. That's about as close to automatic as you're going to get, isn't it?
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for a miss to see if we did the old jinx on her.
Evidently, she's immune to being jinxed. She just tied it up. Chance to take the lead here in the early going for Lane. And once again, as both these teams can get deep into their roster, that's a big advantage at this level. If you can play, through past your first 5. Running one-hander, no good. Pulled down, dribbling out of trouble. Battle Hamill kicks it back out to McInich. McInich stepped on the baseline. Tough defense from Jalen Novelli.
Yeah, Jaslyn, she really stepped up in their second round game offensively, knocking down threes. She was really doing anything coach needed her to win, and then you can see her defensively being able to just slide, take away the baseline.
Yeah, she did a great job there because it looked like she was in trouble, and she managed to take that space on the baseline. Now spins from the foul line and gets on the board early, 2 points. And LCC retakes the lead. Little 2-woman game on the left side there. Shot looked like it was partially blocked. Now Lane's going to have to pick that up for a turnover, over and back.
Again, just a long length.
Coach Shealy telling him calm down. And so, this is tough too. I mean, it's a big game. You've had a week to think about it. It's almost easier if they come bang, 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 right? You don't have a week to, oh my gosh, we're in the Final Four.
That might be the other side of it. Yeah, definitely. And they're filling each other out, definitely seeing, what's the game plan? Lane's going underneath every ball screen. Again, Lower Columbia is not known for their threes, so they're trying to protect the paint.
Well, Novelli did a nice job, got the defender up off the ground. And Noyes almost got the offensive rebound there. Unfortunately, for her, she just pushed it out of bounds.
Yep.
A little pressure from Lower Columbia now.
Yeah. Noyes is really active on both ends of the glass. Just a big frame, 6'1", and really physical and tough, and plays a lot of minutes at a high impact level.
Well, and there's Lane pressuring that rebound right away. And LCC runs the floor. They're going to make, any good team at this level, you get to this time of the season, you get 3 players around the ball under your basket, you better win it.
Yeah, no question. Just put yourself at a defensive advantage when you're overplaying the rebound.
Absolutely, and there, you've got a dead ball. That's a foul on Lane, I believe. It's going to be Lower Columbia ball after this timeout.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure.
And welcome back to Everett Community College here for our first semifinal game. 4:29 to go in the first quarter. Lower Columbia 13, Lane 10. The Titans have let the Red Devils get on a little bit of a run here. And the ball is going to be under the basket here. It's going to go to, that's my mistake. I thought it was a foul on Lane. It was a foul on Lower Columbia. And now Lane rotates the ball, gets a layup, and then almost had the offensive rebound, but out of bounds off of Bella Hamill.
It was a great after timeout play. Was able to set a screen on the backside, and she just couldn't convert the lay-in. Almost
Yeah, they
too
got
open.
the open layup shot. LCC is going to be happy to get the ball back here. Forner, it's over the timeline, passes it over to Chinadu Nadi,
Yep.
and then into the lane. That time Harris got all the way to the bucket. Couldn't convert it, but she got there.
It's going to be something that Lane's going to have to address because Lower Columbia's gotten into the lane every time on a post touch or a penetration.
And then Emma McKinney spins right into the lane there. Well, both these teams, if you're going to play man and you're going to press to prevent the three, I mean, people are going to drive to the bucket and they're going to get some shots. So.
Yep, no question. So how good is your weak side rotation going to be?
And right back, Caitlin Forner. I think both these teams really don't want to help much.
No.
So, which I understand. Both these teams run offense. They're based on drawing the help and kicking it out, right?
Yep, they are. Oh, and there's another one.
Missed the shot, but an alert pickup there. Hamill. Now Shepley. Her shot's blocked, and it's going to stay down here. I think that was Novelli with the block, right? Lane will look to inbound this ball.
Yeah, I didn't see who was the block. I was just thinking that Shepley was a little surprised that she didn't get to the free throw line, I think.
Yeah, it looked like a clean block. A little 1-4 high for Lane there.
Yep.
And the handoff, and now just on the floor there.
Yeah. So Addie Malone is a freshman from Nevada and who is just a spark plug.
Yeah, she had 14 points in the last win.
She can score in a variety of ways. And here's your center getting the rebound.
And coast to coast.
Yep.
Bella Hamill splits the defense. If you're LCC, you probably don't want to see that very often.
No, I mean, she's a double-double throughout the season, but as you can see, her undersized frame allows her to be a ball handler. Good contest for the board there.
Yep, Novelli was looking for the offensive rebound, but got blocked out alertly there by McKinney. And Lane gets the ball. Jaslyn Novelli she's got 4 points on the day. She hasn't really been able to get going yet.
Not yet.
But Lane now has possession with a chance to take the lead. And McKinney drives down into the block. Kicks it back out to Malone. Malone had a vision of what she was going to do there. Oh, and then did get in the lane, just a little unlucky with the roll. Paige Mace for Lower Columbia now comes in the game. One-on-one. It's just a lot of straight one-on-one.
Yep, there's the early help, forced a turnover. Lane's going to figure out, personnel-wise, who can I help off of? Who am I not going to close out, long, force them off the three-point line because they're not a shooter. And so I know that Greg will make these adjustments coming down the stretch.
And right down the lane again, McKinney right on the side of the lane. A little bit of a one-hander there, rolls off. Danica Schmidt pulls it down. Quick transition for LCC. Novelli misses the three there, and Lane comes right back at him. And here's McKinney yo-yoing the dribble. Gets down on the block. Out to the bed, driving the baseline now, Malone, and she was looking for a little scoop interior pass to McKinney, and McKinney was getting ready to get a rebound. She was waiting for her to shoot it.
Yep, I think so. You know, Lane usually plays so disciplined. They play on the floor. They almost always jump stop before they make a pass, and Malone just got caught in the air there, unfortunately, for the turnover.
Yeah, I think she was of two minds there. She went up and then decided she didn't have a good shot.
Exactly. Yeah, but Emma's like, I did all the work. I gave you the ball. You got to go finish.
Yeah, that was an abandonment pass, though. And a whistle. Going to be a foul on, I think, McKinich. Yep. Her first. Minute to go in the quarter. Minute 8 to go in the first quarter. The Red Devils up 1 here on the Titans. Noddy looking to inbound. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt, ball over her head. Looking inside. Now they've got Harris. Dribbles, looks inside to Schmidt. Schmidt turns to face up. A little bit of a post move. She's got 2.
She's at her average right now in the first quarter.
Yeah, 9 first quarter points for Danica Schmidt. Now in the lane for Lane. McKinich eventually kicks it out there. But Sarah Ball couldn't convert. And the Red Devils get down the floor. That's going to be a turnover. Lane gets the ball back. Both these teams, they want to play fast, and they're going to be willing to take a turnover to keep the tempo up.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they want to play fast, but they want to play smart. And against a team like Lane, you can't not have too many empty possessions, right? Lane should be able to dribble this out for the last shot of the quarter. And surprisingly, Lane is 0 for 2 from 3. You know, they're a team that makes over 10 a game, so.
Well, and Lower Columbia's done a good job. They're really pressuring, trying to push them off that line.
Yes, yep.
And then, you know, when you try to drive and kick for the open 3, it's just tough to get right now. There's one. Off the rim, offensive rebound, though. And a nice putback by Maddie Birch to end the quarter. 17-16, Lower Columbia over Lane. We'll be back for the second quarter after this.
NWAC fans, check out the official NWAC merchandise. Find masks, beanies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, Adidas gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. The NWAC is more than sports. Visit nwacstore.com.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting. At no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Don't play in the first quarter, but play later. Maybe one more. And welcome back to Everett Community College. Here for the NWAC semifinals of the women's basketball tournament. Lower Columbia, the Red Devils 17, Lane 16. As we get ready for the second quarter here. An up and down, fast tempo quarter. We knew both these teams like to score.
You know, we actually haven't seen a lot of half-court or quarter-court offense. You know, Lower Columbia was trying to do some ball screen stuff early, but really at the end of the day, they were just able to get in the paint, whether it was off a dribble penetration or a post touch. And same thing with Lane. They're just so spread, and they're really attacking the drive lanes.
Absolutely. Well, and both teams are, you know, when you're playing man with limited help, I mean, and both these teams like to spread the floor. You're going to have lanes to drive into, right?
Yeah, so Lane came out with a little bit of a continuous ball screen offense. And
yeah, McInich got in the lane. Shot blocked. She got denied at the rim.
I'm telling you, is that Schmidt again?
I
Another
think
block
so.
for her?
Like they've just been. Lower Columbia's done a nice job. You know, when they get to the bucket, making it difficult. Nice little backside screens, and Lower Columbia fights through there. McKinney missed the layup, but got it back. And then Bella Hamill with the 3. It was a good look, in and out.
It is a good look. They might feel like, you know, Lower Columbia has just been pressuring them. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of a pace issue.
Well, and there's Schmidt with the rebound off of a three-point attempt. Can't get it to go. Pulled down by Hamill. Out long outlet. And I think Morgan Cooper was looking for a foul there.
A little bit. That was a beautiful outlet pass, though.
It was, and she did a nice job getting up off the rim. Couldn't quite convert it. Lower Columbia getting inside to Mace. Mace picked out the open player there, Castillo. Pass was a little bit high. Now Forner gets in the lane, kicks it back out to Schmidt for another three. I think if Schmidt can sit in that spot, you know, I don't know what she's shooting on the season, but that's a place she clearly is comfortable shooting threes from.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the championships here, she was shooting just 14% from three, so.
And they're gonna call a travel on Maddie Birch. She must have dragged her pivot foot a little bit.
She did a little bit. The early help there caused her to pick the ball up a little earlier than she was wanting to.
So 8:27 to go in the quarter. Now Schmidt's gonna take a break. Forner looks over and they're gonna go into a set here. Looks like they're gonna go 1-4. Nope. And Novelli pops up for a ball screen. A two-man game into Novelli.
Right back into Noyes.
Yeah, that was a nice spin move for Noyes. Now she gets beat on that end. And pull-up jumper no good. Forner pushing the tempo here. Lane has numbers around the ball. Kicked out to Nadi in the corner to Mace. Mace for three. Rebounds picked up by Maddie Birch. And we're just playing at an incredibly high tempo right now.
Again, this kind of leads into what Lane does, averaging 90 points a game. Oh my goodness, if that went in.
Little fall. There's fadeaways. That was a fall away from Bella Hamill. And Lower Columbia, they've pushed that lead out to 6 here, 22-16. 5 straight points to open the second quarter, 7:21 to go. Nadi drives down the side of the lane there, and it's off lane. Lower Columbia is going to keep possession. A couple substitutions here. And now Novelli comes in. I think I mislabeled Noyes there on the last possession, but Novelli's in now. Also back in Michaela Harris. And then we've got a timeout. I think they ended up with 6 players on the floor there.
Well, coach is upset because the player that checked in for the wrong player. And so he's letting her know that.
Yeah, he needed to call timeout there because otherwise it's technical. Yeah. We'll be back after this. No, we're not. We're going to stay right here. So let's talk about some tournament sponsors here. First of all, Baden Sports is proud to be the official basketball of NWAC men's and women's basketball and the official ball provider of the NWAC Basketball Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden Basketballs have set the standard for quality and craftsmanship, delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden thanks you for watching the 2022 NWAC Basketball Championships. Baden, it's all about perfection. The NWAC Sports Network is powered by Blue Frame Technology as the official digital network of the NWAC. Blue Frame Technology integration allows NWAC and member institutions to stream on an HD platform. It can be viewed by fans online as well as on Android TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku devices. Championship broadcasts will be available live and on demand for viewers, and you can purchase a download of the broadcast for just $10 each. Visit nwacsportsnetwork.com to tune in. You can also buy the entire tournament for $35, which is a real bargain. Now Lower Columbia is going to be ready to inbound here. They run a little box inbound out to Forner from Novelli. She goes back to the inbound player. Kick back out to Novelli. Drives the lane and runs into some trouble there. That'll be a travel as she slipped trying to jump stop.
Yeah, I mean, Lane, again, they're kind of packing the paint, trying to play drive. Noyes gets a block catch, and there was a lot of attention. You had 3 blue jerseys kind of surrounding her. So on the kick out, again, when they're trying to penetrate in the lane, it's all just clogged up. There's not a lot of space to go. Yeah,
they're not, unless they're making threes, they're not going to get Lane out of the lane. Yeah. Titans are going to clog that area. Offensive rebound, Bella Hamill off of Birch's missed shot, and then she was fouled from behind. Foul on Novelli. I guess that's her. That's going to be her first. Lane's going to inbound. New shot clock, 20 seconds. Hamill, little post move, one-hander, no good. Pulled down by Noddy. And the Red Devils down the court quickly. Harris back to Mace. She's got her post player inside, kicks it out. Novelli thought about it, now drives the lane. Once again, a little bit crowded offensive rebound for the Red Devils. And Noyes with the putback.
That's what happens. You can get an offensive rebound. If a guard gets in the lane and your post defender has to help, then she's not in position to defensively box out, right? So
Absolutely.
That's where Noyes was able to get the offensive rebound.
Well, and Noyes is a dangerous, she's dangerous even if she's not scoring. She's going to take up a lot of room in the paint and get some rebounds.
Yep.
Noddy for three. No good, pulled down by Hamill. Hamill's done a good job on those long shots. She's done a good job getting a body on Noyes and winning that battle for the most part.
You're right. And the other thing that she's doing is she's establishing defensive position early. Boy, that's a great spin move.
Makinich for two.
So
She's got 4 points.
Yeah, Hamill's establishing good defensive position. She's able to push Noyes out. I mean, she's already halfway up the lane, so she can't get an easy drop step.
They've done a good job. Noyes is, she's got 4 points, but they've at the cost of giving up some threes. And there's Noyes going up and under. And if she gets going, things are going to get interesting.
Yeah.
Lower Columbia 26-18, 5:20 to go. And Lane keeps the ball moving. Hamill top of the key. That three-pointer's a little bit short. And almost saved by Maddie Birch, but she stepped out of bounds. Forner comes back in, and Schmidt comes back in for Lower Columbia. Both these teams, they're very comfortable with both teams with these 8 or 9 player rotations. Players are coming in and out, stay fresh.
Yep, you're right.
Sarah Ball, just as I say that, Sarah Ball comes in for Bella Hamill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Noyes came out, so, Lane's thinking, all right, I got to get my big out. They're small, we're going to go small.
Yeah, you wonder if it pays to sort of disengage that. There's a foul. Addie Malone. That's her first. Lower Columbia will inbound here. 5:03 to go, up 26-18. That last bucket, that was Lane's first points of the quarter. But both these, the pace of scoring's gone down. Both these teams playing really good man-to-man defense. They're putting a lot of pressure on each other.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. And I mean, you can tell Lane's only shooting 24% from the floor, which is something they're not used to.
Oh, and there's just as we say that, Novelli sinks a three.
Yep.
She's got 7 points. And Lane steams down the floor, down 11 in the second quarter. Although a game at this tempo, it's just not that significant a lead right now.
Right, and the scoring ability that Lane does have.
And there's Makinich working around the basket for 2, cut it to 9.
Yep, just crafty. Again, they're not taking away her left hand, so she's driving, middle, then reverse pivoting, having a left hand lay-in. Ooh.
And there's Forner. She did a good job pulling number 45 there, Sarah Ball, away from Schmidt, and Schmidt draws the foul. She'll go to the line here. That's the second foul of the night on Sarah Ball. But with the depth, really nobody's in any particular foul trouble right now.
Right, and it's actually been a pretty low foul count for the whole game.
Both these teams they're well coached, disciplined. They're not going to do a lot of reaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, play vertical.
Absolutely. Well, and they're both fast-paced. They're going to take shots. I mean, it's not a big battle in the paint where you're going to run up foul numbers. Schmidt 1 out of 2 there. 10-point lead for Lower Columbia. 4:15 to go in the half here. Inside the ball at the high post. McKinney's been able to drive and get in the lane. She does it again, gets past Forner off the screen there. Can't convert. Schmidt finds Harris. Harris looking up. She's met there by Malone. Pulls it out while they sort of reset, get into their offense. Gets in the lane, Harris. Nice little crossover.
So nice, so nice.
Split the
Finishes on
defense.
The other side, and she's making stuff happen on the other end.
And then a turnover by Lane. Novelli over to Forner. Forner thought about a three-pointer. Spins. Gets the bucket. And Lane right back down the floor here. Hamill back in the game. Little scoop shot. Michaela Harris is looking at the referee like, how did she get there?
Boy, some really good action down here with Lower Columbia. 2 outstanding moves to finish at the rim.
Absolutely. Well, and really interesting little scoop move from Hamill there. Get 2 points back, but she's at the line with a chance to make, you know, the old-fashioned three-point play,
Right,
but looking to cut it to 11. And here we go. Lower Columbia. Coach didn't like that call much.
No, he's over there having a little chat with the officials.
Well, you're hoping you can influence the next one. You know you're not going to get this one.
Yep.
And Hamill converts. Oh, I'm sorry.
Schleppel, yep.
Scheppel. Sierra Scheppel converted that. My bad. Corner, a little handoff to Harris. Harris at the three-point line. Gets in the lane again. This time, drove through, kicks it out, and Novelli traveled there.
A little indecisive. Do I shoot it? Do I pass it? Do I drive?
It's tough. There's so much defensive pressure. And there, Harris, the first couple times she drove, she got in the lane and got in all kinds of trouble. Now she's figured out how to split the defense.
Yep. She has a great hesitation move.
Makinich into the high post there to Hamill. Back out to Birch. She comes off the screen and tried to pass out of the post there when she drove, and Noyes was there for that. Novelli for 3. Off the rim, no good. Knocked out of bounds, I think, by McKinney. But she prevented Noyes from getting a putback, so. But another offensive rebound. They're not going to get credit for that one.
Right,
but.
you're right. I mean, that's a win, making them have a dead ball situation. You can get matched up. You can be organized.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you get a second chance, right? You took the 3, and now you still have the ball.
Absolutely. Great.
Oh. Little spin move. Novelli there was wide open.
She faked out her own teammate.
Forner looked at it, but yeah, I think she faked everybody out.
Yeah, she did.
Harris goes around Nadi on the ball screen. They're going to let Nadi shoot that 3, and she makes him pay that time.
Yeah. And she is one of their better three-point shooters, though, 34% on the year. So they've done an excellent job of using that middle third ball screen. That's where Danica Schmidt's gotten both of her threes, and then right there with Nadi hitting that third one.
Absolutely. Now Noyes faces up. And she got Hamill off of her feet that time. And Noyes has 8 points on the day. 39-23, 16-point lead, minute 57 to go. We'll be back after this. That's not me, so. And welcome back to Everett Community College, where Lower Columbia, the Red Devils, are up 39-23 on undefeated Lane College. The Titans out of Oregon have it all to do here, under 2 minutes in the half. And now McKinnich spinning around in the post, gets the shut up, offensive rebound, kicks it back out. Drive by McKinney, and the teardrop.
Hopefully that can get them going a little bit. Lower Columbia was on a 17-7 run before that basket. Getting in the paint.
Well, and there's a turnover. Forner had her shot blocked. Lane in transition. Birch misses, but the rebound pulled down by Hamill. Harris gets the defensive rebound for Lower Columbia. They'll slow it down now. It's always tough now. You get down to a minute in the quarter. You know, you've been running and it's been working, and now you change the tempo on yourself.
Yeah. And they went back to the high, middle third ball screen.
Nadi took the shot there. Lane really needs to make sure if Lower Columbia misses those threes that it's a one-shot possession.
No question. That's how you limit, second chance points, obviously, but give yourself. This is a good start coming out of that timeout. I mean, they've scored, got a couple stops, and then they've scored again.
Yeah, cut it to 12. Now you got 40 seconds left, under 40 seconds.
Yep, and Lane's probably going to have the last shot of the half here, so.
Yep, Forner gets in the lane, and
Illegal screen.
illegal screen there, yep. So a turnover. I guess Lane might not get the last shot here as Novelli checks in, making a defensive change here. They're going to take Mace out, get a little bit taller.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Looks like going to be maybe half-court pressure here from Lower Columbia. Lane with the substitution as well.
Yeah, Lower Columbia is really versatile in their different defenses. I'm actually, maybe it's the pace that Lane plays with. They really haven't gotten into their bread and butter, which is their pressing. But
yeah, it's hard to establish a press when there's a lot of long rebounds. And
yep, exactly.
everybody's running.
But they haven't had to do any kind of press to hold Lane just to 27 points.
Absolutely, it's just been good defense, and some of it is I think when you're not hitting, that you feel a little cold and you miss a couple threes. And there's the block by Forner. Novelli with the rebound. She gets fouled. That's a big stop for LCC.
It is. Later, that's just their third foul, so they're not going to put Lower Columbia on the free throw line, luckily.
Yeah, second and a half to go. Now Lane can press a little bit. Forner's just going to run out the half. And that's the end of the first half. Lower Columbia 39, Lane Community College 27, and we'll be back. Oh, we're going to keep going. So we're going to stay here. What do you think of the first half?
Well, I think we're surprised. I think maybe even Lane's a little shocked right now. I don't know if they have ever gone 0 from the three-point line, just 0 for 6. They shoot 33s a game, so that's a bit of a surprise.
Well, so they're way under the pace on. They've been forced off the three-point line. They've been able to drive, get in the lane.
Yes, and even then, they're just not finishing well at the lane. I think they're bothered. Lower Columbia has a little bit of length. They're defenders. They're not getting clean looks, even though they are being forced off that three-point line, just shooting 28%. So I think that's the thing that, coaches need to talk about is, hey, we've got to finish, every chance we get at the rim. They've done a good job of getting offensive rebounds, but they're not converting on the offensive rebounds. They have 13 of those. And so, again, how can you get there? And then the other thing is they're 3 of 5 from the free throw line. So places that they traditionally score from extremely well, they're just not getting there. But that's a credit to what Lower Columbia is doing defensively. They're going at it maybe a little bit faster pace than they're used to. Lower Columbia's game plan, from what I can tell, get into the paint.
Right, absolutely, yeah, and just play man, don't help. Don't give them easy three-point shots. Make them shoot twos.
Yep, make them shoot twos. Give up twos instead of threes. Yep. Working on the dribble.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Hey NWAC fans, check out the official NWAC merchandise. Find masks, beanies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, Adidas gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. The NWAC is more than sports. Visit nwacstore.com.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Hey NWAC fans, check out the official NWAC merchandise. Find masks, beanies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, Adidas gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. The NWAC is more than sports. Visit nwacstore.com.
Toledo Ticket Company is a manufacturer, technology, and service provider, specializing in the design and production of the highest quality, secure entry, revenue control, paper, plastic, and touchless ticketing solutions in the industry. We literally manufacture tickets of every description on every available substrate, tailoring completely to our customers' needs. Our longevity, our industry leadership, our technological innovation, and our customer relations. These are the things that make the Toledo Ticket Company one of the world's greatest.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
Hello, I'm Michael Buchanan. I'm here with Kendra and Maddie of the Lane Titans out of Eugene, Oregon. Have a quick conversation about you guys going into your semifinal game here. I think let's get some things off the table. I mean, 26-game winning streak, undefeated regular season. I mean, can you tell me what goes into that?
Well, we just try to take it one game at a time. Like, obviously we know we're undefeated and we want to keep going with that, but that's not our main focus. We just want to win one game at a time and keep it going. Understood. So I have to ask, what helps keep you grounded having done what you guys have done this season? I mean, let's be realistic. We just talked about this off camera, 103-39. I mean, you guys have some games that, you guys could take off time and you'd probably still beat the brakes off a few people. So how can you keep yourself grounded going into a semifinal game to, a trip to the chip?
I think just being a team, we all rely on each other very heavily. Our coach keeps us grounded, we try to focus on the little things day in and day out at practice. So we just try to go 1-0 every single game.
What are your biggest strengths of your basketball team?
I think our biggest strengths are how unselfish we are. We like to move the ball a lot, and that opens up other people, and we just pass it and move, pass and move.
Right. Can't stay stagnant, right? You got to be like water. You got to keep flowing on the basketball court, right?
Exactly.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for your time. I want to wish you luck in your matchup coming against, I believe, Everett CC. So, right here, you guys got to take care of them on their home court, right? So,
Lower Columbia.
Oh, no, you guys got Lower Columbia. That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes. I just made mine. Hopefully you two don't make too many on the court and you get a trip to the chip. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for your time, Kendra and Maddie. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. My name is Dave Morris here with Cheryl Sorensen on the call for the NWAC semifinal between Lower Columbia. The Red Devils jumped out to a 39-27 lead over the number one seed from the South, the Lane Titans, 39-27. They're going to start with the ball here. Michaela Harris will inbound for Lower Columbia. And quite a first half for the Red Devils. Lane, no three-pointers.
No three-pointers, and they're typically a team that shoots or makes 12 a game, so.
And shoots 30, right?
Yeah.
So they normally shoot 30, they shot 6.
Yes.
So they're a little behind their pace, I would say.
Yeah, you can tell what the defensive presence was, though, their defensive plan.
Well, and Danica Schmidt, top of the key 3 again. That was definitely part of the offensive strategy for the Red Devils. That one didn't connect. Now Lane with a chance to cut it to 10. Little interior pass, shot's a little bit strong, and it looked like an offensive rebound for Sarah Ball, but she couldn't quite hold on.
Yeah. That's the one area. Lane did a good job of getting offensive rebounds in the first half, but they just weren't able to convert. They had 13.
Yeah, they had 13 offensive rebounds, while Lower
Yep.
Columbia only had 5.
Yep. You know, a couple of things that stick out to me is Lower Columbia had 11 points off of turnovers, which was great, right?
Yep. Well, and there's another turnover for LCC to start the second half.
Yep. And Lane was only able to convert 2 points, but
And there it is. Maddie Birch for their first 3.
Yep. And already they only had 2 points off turnovers the whole first half.
Now Forner tripped over a defender there and got up a little bit slow. It looks like she's okay. Schmidt with the ball over her head. Inside, outside. Harris drives. That's going to be a travel. LCC here. They've had 3 straight possessions with a turnover.
Yeah, not the way you want to start coming out of the locker room. Again, these are 2 pretty veteran coaches. So, you know, Lane, they're talking about, hey, stick to our game plan. We've never been shut out. We'll continue, do what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Lower Columbia might have been a little surprised at the spot they're in. Probably didn't want to take the break.
No, they were on a roll. And there, Makinich got to the rim. A little strong Schmidt with the rebound. Now Harris going to yo-yo the ball over here on the right side. Lane dropped off, and she takes the open 3. Forner picks up the rebound. And that's one thing, when Lower Columbia takes a 3, it's really important for Lane to make that the only shot of the possession if they're going to come back.
Absolutely, because Lower Columbia is physical, so they can also get it and convert into the offensive rebound.
Well, and timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. LCC 39, Lane 30, 7:56 to go in the third quarter. Let's talk about E-Team Sponsor, the official fundraising partner of the NWAC. To date, NWAC teams have raised over $2 million to support their athletic programs. E-Team Sponsor has proven to be the most efficient, effective, and risk-free fundraising system. One platform trusted by educational institutions of all sizes. To get started with the easiest fundraiser ever, visit their website at eteamsponsor.com. Also, we'd like to thank Everett Community College and the Snohomish County Sports Commission for hosting this year's NWAC Basketball Championship. Many college staff and volunteers work hard to make this event a success. Thank you, EVCC and the Snohomish County Sports Commission. The NWAC would also like to thank Everett Community College. Welcome to Everett Community College, where more than 17,000 students choose EVCC every year. At EVCC, faculty know your name and care about your future. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu/spring. Classes start April 4th. And there's the buzzer. And Lower Columbia is going to inbound the ball here. Under the 14 seconds left on the shot clock here.
I think it's
Caitlin,
19, yeah.
19. I'm blocked there.
Some of the vision, yep.
Yeah, well, there's a strap there at the top. So Caitlin Forner is going to inbound this. Also see a little box inbound. She bounces it in to Novelli. Novelli spins. That's a tough shot. She's double teamed, spinning, trying to get that up off the glass.
Yeah, Lane was ready for that out of bounds. That was the one that they missed a wide open player on in the first half.
Yep, they didn't get it the first time. Now Birch looking for 3 under a lot of pressure from Schmidt.
Schmidt's the only one with foul trouble with 2 for Lower Columbia. Of course, she's also their leading scorer right now with 13 points, 5 and 9 from the floor. She's being very active, got her 7 rebounds.
Yeah, she's had a big half, and then she got beat there, but kept the ball alive, and now Harris picks it up. Michaela Harris for Lower Columbia, come back the other way.
Yeah, I think
They haven't been able to push the tempo as much this, just because the lanes converted or gotten second chance points.
Yeah. There's Noise, very good from mid-range. As we saw in the first half, she had that 15-footer, shot faked, ball bit on it, and she took it to the rim, and you really have to do respect that 15-footer.
Well, and there's a long 3. Maddie Birch, that was not an open 3 right there.
I think she moved back into her range a little bit, which they all have, you know.
Yep.
They all have range.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's big because, I mean, you knew they weren't going to go 0 for the game from 3.
No.
And right back into Noise, who's now got 10. She's in double figures. And Danica Schmidt, 3 for 6 from 3, 16 points.
She was just 1 of 5 from 3 in conference. And actually, she's 3 of 6 today, so I'm surprised Lane has to make a defensive adjustment on her.
Yeah, they can't keep conceding that shot at the top of the key.
Nope.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a difficult transition. LCC is running little ball screens, and the way your defense is set up,
Yep.
you're creating that shot. You've got to change how you're helping.
You're right. So they're continuing to go under those screens, and which allows Lower Columbia to get into the paint and hitting that post that's popping. All 4 of their 3-point makes have come from that exact same action. And
Yeah,
do you continue to play percentages? You know, that's kind of what Lane has to figure out right now. Are they going to shoot 50% for the rest of the game, or are they going to come back down to 27%?
Right. Well, and I don't think they shot 27%, but I can't believe they were getting open shots from there all season.
No.
They look pretty comfortable shooting from the top of the key.
They do.
I would expect them to keep hitting it if you lay off it. Now Forner tries to drive the lane. She gets forced out. Morgan Cooper got set defensively, forced the turnover. Forner got caught kind of forcing things. A little bit of pressure here from LCC.
Yeah.
Red Devils. Well, they showed pressure, but now they're going to drop back off.
Well, Lane looks like they're in their spread formation here. 4 out, 5 out. They have some cutter action.
Yeah, and they're turned over. Nadi with the steal. And she go coast to coast. Gets the layup. 46-33, right back to a 13-point lead. Here comes Lane. Makinich gets in the lane, draws the foul on Nadi. So Lane answers back. Another up-tempo quarter. The best thing Lane has going for him is this game's played at such a fast tempo that a 13-point lead. A lot of games, 13-point lead would be a bigger lead than it is here.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're going to get a lot of shots up with the pace of the play right now. So that's where Lower Columbia has to keep doing what they're doing. They're obviously in this position because of what they're doing. But at some point later on in the fourth quarter is when they'll have to decide, do they want to stay at the pace to give Lane extra chances, or do they start to play a little bit more of the quarter?
Yeah, they're going to, I think, gosh, it's tough to change a winning hand, right? And there's an offensive rebound off a missed free throw. 3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound again for Lane. Bella Hamill. That pass was deflected, I believe. It's going to stay here. Malone's going to inbound this ball.
Hamill had a hot hand in their previous game. She hasn't been getting going yet today, but she is been on the glass like we talked earlier with 11 rebounds already.
Yeah, 12 now.
Yeah.
And there's McKinney with another layup. She's been slashing and real dangerous getting in the lane. She's got 8 points.
Yeah, one of the things that she does well is she keeps on the handoff. So she'll do a fake handoff, keep it, and can penetrate to the rim against switching defenders. That's really effective.
There's a little 2-man game. Novelli shooting off the screen, missed, and then Lower Columbia with the steal. Now Harris wide open, pull-up jumper. A little strong. Pulled down on Makinich. Makinich going to try to go coast to coast here. Kicks it back out to Malone.
Nice crossover.
Malone crosses over, and this is a problem for LCC. Noise with the block. That looks like it's going to be a third foul on her.
They called it on
Called
Nadi.
it on Nadi, so that's her second. Kind of bailed out Noise there a little bit.
Yeah, we're at the media now in the
And
third.
we're going to timeout. We'll be back after this.
Hey, NWAC fans, check out the official NWAC merchandise. Find masks, beanies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, Adidas gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. The NWAC is more than sports. Visit nwacstore.com.
Welcome back to Everett Community College for the NWAC women's semifinals. Lower Columbia hanging on to a 10-point lead here against the Lane Titans. 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Lane at the line with a chance to cut this lead below 10. It was 13 at the half, so making some progress. The Titans, it's been an up and down, fast tempo game. But despite the tempo, not super high scoring.
You're absolutely right. I mean, again, both teams are doing a pretty good job of putting pressure on the ball. I think Lower Columbia is a little bit longer defensively, and that might be affecting Lane's guards. They're about 5'5", 5'6" across the board. So that link.
Malone misses the second there, so 1 out of 2. So that possession, they went 2 for 4 from the line on that possession. Now Paige Mace with Addie Malone right up on top of her here. Trying to get in the offense, gets it into Nadi. Nadi gets the ball over her head, top of the key. Michaela Harris. Harris looking into Noise. Noise faces up, but she's been pushed pretty far out. Back to Harris. Harris drives in the lane. She gets shut down. Nadi readjusts. Three-pointer. Deep off the rim. And scramble picked up by Noise. Can't get it to fall. And Bella Hamill with her 13th rebound of the game. And we're only halfway through the third quarter. Emma McKinney, she's dangerous driving the lane here. Hamill off the screen.
Yeah.
And one. She got the points, and I think that's going to be Nadi's third foul.
Yeah, nice little dribble drive action where you have, the point guard had passed it to Hamill, who is kind of their trail post, and she makes that rub cut for her to drive right off her heels behind it. And Kurt Goldthorpe, the assistant coach for Clackamas, is really a dribble drive kind of guru, but it looks like Lane maybe stole a little page from his book. Yeah,
they had that, and Noise just got completely picked off there. Lane missed the free throw there.
They're just having a hard time. I mean, they're usually, making 13 free throws a game. They make 12 three-pointers a game, and right now they're just struggling from both those areas.
And there's Jody Noise, one-man gang, 1-on-2.
Yeah.
Got that ball, finessed it from the baseline. That's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot. I mean, her defender's 5'9", and she's 6'1", so not that it's been easy for her, but a little bit cleaner of a look.
There's Malone, gets it up. Schmidt with the block. She's able to get out of the trap there. A lot of pressure by Lane here in the front court. Lower Columbia has not been particularly bothered by Lane's pressing.
Well, no, I mean, they're traditionally a pressing team themselves, so they're used to the pressure, trying to get sped up. How do we break the pressure and stay poised when we get to the half quarter court to execute our offense?
There's Bella Hamill, her second foul of the night on Noise. They're going to call that one on the floor. So Lower Columbia inbounds here, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Up by 9. If you're Lane, you got to be pretty happy getting this below 10. You want to kind of get a stop here so you can keep the momentum going.
Yeah, no question.
Caitlin Forner. Forner over to Novelli. Back to Forner. Forner drives in the lane. Kicks it out to Mace. Danica Schmidt. She got caught kind of with two minds and sailed the pass there.
Yeah, a little miscommunication again, but defensively, Lane just keeps pushing Noise up, so Danica's making an entry pass, and she's getting pushed up a little bit.
Yeah, and it made the spacing weird for her.
Exactly, yeah, not great spacing for that pass.
Here's Birch. Birch has hit a couple of long threes, and Novelli's right up on her.
Yeah, they got the notes on that.
Kicked out, here's Malone. Nice little crossover. In the lane, that's gonna be an and one. Number 4, Kendra McInich. She's got 11 points with a chance to make it 12 here. That foul is going to be on number 30, Jody Noyes. That's her third. There's the third foul.
Yep.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. See what Lower Columbia decides to do here. And they missed the foul shot, but it's rebounded by Lane. That's basically a steal right there.
I know.
This is a big possession they've been able to get. This is in the third quarter, they've been able to force Lower Columbia to foul, gotten to the line.
So
There's
tough.
2 from McKinney.
Yep, just uses that strength to turn that corner.
Yep, now it's a 5-point, right back to 5-point game. Noise, she goes up and under. I mean, McKinnich and Hamill were all over her. She's able to power through that for 2 points, but
Huge.
if that's what you got to do to score, Lower Columbia is in for a very big slog to the end of this game.
Yeah. But I mean, just pumping it into Noise, if she can get a deep block catch like that, that's going to be, high percentage shot. She's shooting 63% on the year.
Yeah, well, and you figure she's going up. If she can get that ball up from where she's standing, and there's a lot of dispute about this. Referees seem to be a little confused about who this went off of. And
Coach Shealy is
Shealy is not happy about that at all. They signaled, the referee in front of him signaled Lane possession, and then LCC said, no, it's our ball, and the referee switched it. I don't know any coach who likes that,
No.
even if they're totally right.
No, but the assistant coaches did a good job of pulling him off the court. You just can't afford right now, when you've clawed back into the game, you can't afford to give up free throws.
Absolutely.
Foul, yeah. And you get a stop there, and maybe that's a foul. That if
It's
he
going to be a
could
foul on Novelli, yeah.
Yeah, but it puts him over the limit, so Lane's going to be shooting foul shots for the rest of the quarter here.
Yeah, for a minute 23. Well, and also that's going to be the third on Novelli. I'm sorry, second on Novelli. So now you've got Novelli's got 2, Schmidt's got 2, Noyes has 3, Noddy has 3.
Yep.
And suddenly they have to be a little bit aware. And Emma McKinney continues to be pretty automatic from the stripe.
Yeah, she does. There's that 91%.
Yeah, 3 for 3 on the day. On a day where they've struggled from the line a little bit. They've been helped by a couple of offensive rebounds off of missed foul shots.
No question.
But she sinks them, and it's back to a 5-point game again as Lower Columbia brings the ball over half court here. Into Noise. That pass never really had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if she misread the coverage.
Yeah, McKinney was just sitting in that passing lane, saw it, and did a good job just getting in the right spot. And now a foul on Harris. That's going to be her third. And with a minute to go, Emma McKinney, this is automatics, back at the free throw line with a chance to cut this to 3.
I mean, that's who you want at the foul line for you, for sure. I mean, that's obviously what ties into your free throw percentage, right? Who's taking the shots for you, so.
Absolutely.
No, but we haven't had a championship in 2 years, right? So really none of these athletes have had a chance to compete, but Lane's athletes are really experienced. A lot of third-year sophomores, a lot of second-year freshmen, so they're remaining poised. And yeah, they got down. I think by 12 was their biggest deficit, but they've acted like they've been here before.
Absolutely. Harris with a great move. Noyes gets the rebound. Malone comes from the blind side, knocked that out. Not only knocked that out of bounds, but knocked Harris on the side of the head. She'll get called for the foul there. That's her second.
A lot of intensity going on right now. The coaches are fired up. The players are getting fired up. I think we got to make sure that we continue to play a clean game on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Well, Addie Maloney, she's just been really aggressive. She's been up on Forner, which is absolutely the right way to defend, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Schmidt at the high post. Little double high, and then Noyes goes down low. Forner for three. A little strong, pulled down by Hamill. And here she goes.
Again, just knowing what's the clock right now.
Malone from the corner, no good.
Yep.
Harris, Hamill came in from behind her. What are they going to call here? It was off Harris,
Yeah,
I thought.
It's kind of one of those, we're not going to call it over the back foul, so we're going to give Lower Columbia the ball. But, you know, Lane's game is the run and gun. I mean, they could have had the last chance of the quarter there. They oftentimes shoot it in the short shot clock. So we'll see if Lower Columbia takes advantage of that with just a 3-point lead now.
Mace with Malone right on her. And they'll try to, I think you just want to get a good shot here, not a blank possession. Belly gets in the lane, spins, and hits. A little 6-foot spinning jump shot.
Yeah.
That's a big basket for them if they can hold off. Schmidt does a nice job there. Close that off, and that's the end of the quarter. Lower Columbia 52, Lane 47. We'll be back with the final stanza after this.
Hometown Ticketing makes it easy for you to sell tickets and manage your events. Sell your tickets online, scan your fans at the gate, and get your revenue fast. All with the dedicated support of the Hometown team every step of the way. Thousands of schools across the country have made the move to digital ticketing with Hometown, and so can you. Hometown Ticketing. Fast scans, happy fans.
And welcome back. Dave Morris from College Athletic Advisor, Cheryl Sorensen, assistant coach at Seattle University, here on the call for the NWAC Women's Tournament Semifinal, and a big comeback in the third quarter for the Lane Titans, tightening up the game here. Lower Columbia is still ahead, 52-47. The Red Devils continue to hold that lead, but Lane chipped away quite a bit there. Lower Columbia actually had that last bucket.
Yeah, Lane had it within 3, and Novelli made a great athletic move to stretch it back to 5, and then Danica Schmidt, I believe, with around her 4th or 5th block of the game, was able to hold Lane off in the final seconds.
Danica Schmidt's she's gonna need a rest. Kid's got a double-double going into the fourth quarter, basically, plus 5 blocks. She can get a triple-double here. She's got 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Paige Mace, entry into Schmidt. Foul line extended back to Mace, slips into Noyes. Lane continues to do a good job pushing Noyes out of the lane, but that opened up a driving lane for Schmidt, who showed she's not just a 3-point shooter. Now she's got 18 on the night.
Yep. And she has a real long frame. Ooh. Pretty long frame there, and when you have a shorter defender on you, you just can shoot right up over the top of them.
That was a tough running one-hander from McKinney. She got kind of pushed off of the lane. She couldn't just go to the basket.
And she's made a couple of those tough shots, so that was a good stop for Lower Columbia.
Absolutely. Well, and Schmidt did a good job kind of shutting down that layup right at the end of the third quarter. And now she goes between defenders. Danica Schmidt, 20 points on the night. Great pass from Noyes.
Yeah, I mean, twice in a row. She's getting double-teamed, even triple-teamed at times, and they're just diving their opposite post player, who happens to be Danica Schmidt right now, and has really threaded the needle on that second one. The first one was a lot easier.
This is a big play here. I think that's going to be, that's a third on Novelli. I thought that was going to be 4. She was a little unlucky, Makinich was dribbling kind of across the court there and slipped. And was it a trip? Was it a slip? Well, you want to keep him down here, so they call the foul. That's the third on Novelli. Yeah. Substitution here. Asia Castillo back in the game for Lower Columbia.
Yeah.
And she's going to get called for a hand check. trying to deal with Emma McKinney, who is a handful and a half, isn't she?
She is. You know, she was a transfer from a four-year school at Oregon Institute of Technology. So she's been in big moments.
There you go. Yeah, out of the Cascade Conference with Oregon Tech. There you go. Birch gets in the lane. I love that move because when I was coaching women's basketball, that was a walk. I really like that move because it's never been a walk in the guys' game. Noyes with two players on her, spins off the board, no good. Schmidt with the rebound, and they're going to call her for a travel.
Oh, such a great hustle play, though.
That really was. Well, that's in her double-digit rebounds now.
I think her teammates and coaches really wanted to push that she could just naturally fall to the ground.
Yeah, that was tough. There's a lot of bodies, and she goes down. And she's got the ball. Like, that's a tough one, but she'll have to get it back. It's 56. They've run the lead back out to 9 points here early in the fourth quarter, though.
Yeah, a little 4-0 run started. Again, just Noyes hitting two backdoor cutters out of that high post position.
Yep, twice the same, hitting Danica Schmidt.
Yep.
Now Hamill drives in the lane. That's going to be on Hamill.
Early help. Danica Schmidt was there, saw it coming.
Yep, third foul on Hamill. She's really the only Titan in any kind of foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Lower Columbia's.
So far, Lower Columbia's had the lanes, come at them, and Lower Columbia's had the answer.
Or they're kind of using house money a little bit right now on the fact that Lane hasn't been hot from three, so they aren't covering the corners maybe nearly as aggressively as they could have or what the game plan was. So they're allowing early help on now dribble drives into the lane.
There's Novelli with a three. She drains a little two-man game with Noyes and some token pressure from Novelli. Makinich going to drive right past that, kick it back to Hamill. Hamill for three. And goes out of bounds. Lower Columbia ball. LCC ran this lead out to 12 here. And our engineers are saying it's awfully hot up here in the press box.
Yeah.
As Paige Mace walks the ball over the timeline here. 7:26 to go, and you start looking at the clock. Little give and go with Schmidt and Mace under a lot of pressure from Sarah Shepley. And how do you beat pressure? A little give and go. Schmidt and Mo celebrating. Timeout Lane, that's a full timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Cheryl Sorensen here on the call. Our first semifinal of the NWAC Women's Basketball Championship. And Lower Columbia Community College 61, the Lane Titans undefeated to this point in the season, staring a 14-point deficit in the face, down 61-47, 7:19 to go. And Lower Columbia is going to pull a little bit of that pressure off now. Looks like they're going to maybe try to play it a little bit safer in terms of pressure. It's been a fast-paced up-and-down game, but not super. Both teams are so long and tough defensively, not super high scoring.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a bit of surprise. I mean, Lane's is probably just getting frustrated. Lower Columbia, there's just always a longer body there. Again, able to get her off of her line defensively, and then you have a 5'6" player trying to shoot over 6'1". So.
Yeah, and McKinney's a great shooter, but she really, she wants to get that and go to the line. And Lower Columbia being disciplined. There's Forner gets in the lane, converts the layup.
Yep.
Their biggest lead of the game, 16 points. Makinich here backing in Novelli, spins, kicks it out, and They're going to clutch. The officials started to call an offensive foul there, then decided she's going to call it on Novelli. That's a tough call.
That is a tough call. I mean, block charge. It's in the eye of the referee who's seeing it and how they're seeing it. But what I've been really impressed with is how Lower Columbia is really.
Yeah, I mean, there was good help. They were in good position. You're not gonna get the call every time. Novelli, I thought, was a terrific spot, but that's her 4th. So 6:30 to go, and she's gonna head to the bench.
Yep, she's been doing great. She's 12 points and stretching it. She's 2 of 5 from 3. And again, Danica Schmidt is 3 of 6 from 3. So it's forced Lane to have to contest the 3-point line a little bit more than they're used to, which for the 3rd time in this 4th quarter, they've been burned with backdoor cuts.
Yep, and there's McKinney. She hits 2 more foul shots. She is automatic, 8 for 8 today from the line. That's been a big part of things for them. She's got 15 points, leading all scorers for Lane. Schmidt over to Noyes. Noyes is looking for a give and go. Wasn't on. Good defense there by Maddie Birch. And now Schmidt gets it right back to Noyes. That little interior pass. And it leads back out to 16.
Again, I mean, Lane just got caught ball watching a little bit, and Lower Columbia is just executing, moving without the ball. Look at all the help right here.
Well, and Mace Malone got in the lane, and she's going to get an and one. Mace just needed to let that go. But good enthusiasm. You know, it's like she's playing hard. You know, she's trying to recover defensively. Malone made a great little move there.
She did. She did. She just was really determined with that straight line drive.
And once again, she's missed she's had 2 or 3 chances to have an old-fashioned 3-point play and hasn't been able to quite convert that foul shot.
Yeah, 0 for 2 from the line, 11 of 19 from the free throw line. And those are the things at the end of the day when you look at the stat sheet as a coach.
Good defense there. That's McKinney forcing a jump ball. Schmidt's probably fairly pleased that wasn't considered a travel.
Yeah. Well, they've run a couple really good out-of-bounds sets here where they've tried to fake the back door on the weak side.
Yeah, like a screen the screener type thing.
Yep.
Now you got Noyes out in the corner, but she's kind of facing the wrong way.
Right.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Harris, I'm not sure she knows that. We'll try to communicate, but she gets in the lane. Pulls up. Got Makinich off of her feet. Got the bucket.
Yeah, did a great job. She's really skilled at using a hesitation move around that free throw line, and that time she just jump stopped, waited for the defender to fly by.
Yeah, and McKinney gets 2. Nice drive, same thing. You know, just stop, start, get in the lane. But you know, if you're Lane, you can't afford to just trade 2 points here.
No, I mean Lower Columbia is on it. Well,
there's another one.
17-6 run to start this 4th quarter.
Right back. They struggled in the 3rd quarter, and they've pushed that lead right back out. 16-point lead now. Ties their biggest of the game. Schmidt with the rebound. They have a chance to get it to 18 here.
I don't think Coach Shealy liked that shot selection, kind of put his hands on the head. But the players are thinking, hey, we got to make some 3s over 2s, get back in this game.
Well, and I think they're you know, you got to start hearing the clock in your head. Good by Malone, great job. And then Noyes just hustled and got that ball out before she got called for a walk. Harris, she's going to draw the foul there.
Good aggressive move, getting into the paint.
Foul's on Makinich. I think they're going to call that on the floor. You got to be in the NBA for that to be a shooting foul.
Yeah. There's just 4 seconds on the shot clock at that point. It's like really solid. Either just let her go or, you know, it's hard. Now they can reset it. They've got 20 seconds, so Lower Columbia can elect to just get the ball in. Not looking for a quick score off the initial here and see if they can run some time.
And another little move off of that box. I think Schmidt and Novelli ended up in the same spot, but it's Nadi with the 3. Birch pulled it down. That's going to be it for Novelli. She just fouled out. That's a tough one.
What Lane is thinking, hey, that's 5 fouls, so they've got 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the game. So every time they're fouled, they're going to the line. It's an automatic 2. So
yeah, and they're great free throw shooters.
Yeah,
so they're not out of it.
They're not out of it. Scoring points without the clock moving again, but they're thinking who's going to get to that line. Obviously, you'd want McKinney.
Yeah, and Maddie Birch, who's I'm sure a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, she's just 2 of 4 today, but You know, she's typically a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah, I would think. The hard part is you're losing one of your really good. Novelli's a good player, right? She has 12 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, 2 for 5 from 3. So she helps you stretch things.
Oh yeah, and her
Now
length.
she's out, and Maddie Birch is at the line here.
She's 75% free throw shooter on the year.
And 1 for 3 on the day with that make. That was her first make of the day, I think, right? She was 0 for 2. So
She gets them both.
there's 2. I always felt like if we could get it below 10 with 3 minutes left, we had a shot. So we got about 1:15 and down 14. So it's definitely doable for the Titans.
Yep.
But they need to start now.
Yep, they're not waiting. They've got some full court pressure here.
Augers in there going to try to trap. Forner does a good job keeping her dribble alive. She finds Nadi. But then Nadi, looking for Schmidt, turns it over. Here comes Malone. Driving into the lane. Jump pass.
Great look inside. Can't convert.
Twice. I think Sarah Ball got caught kind of under the basket there. And then they call the foul on her. Is it on Sarah Bell?
Yeah, it is
It's on Sarah Bell. So that's going to be her third.
Yeah.
That's tough. She got that great pass under the basket.
Yeah, and then got her offensive rebound, couldn't convert, but it allows Lane to step in defensive press again. They just got a turnover. Coach Myers is like, we're going to talk about this.
Yep, 30-second timeout. Lower Columbia going to try to figure out how to beat the press here. We're going to talk about some more sponsors here. Let's talk about Hotel Indigo, tucked on the banks of the Everett waterfront. Hotel Indigo is surrounded by exciting activities. Guests can enjoy comfortable guest rooms with marina views, Pacific Northwest coastal cuisine, a jetty bar and grill. Take a dip in the heated indoor pool, stroll along Port Gardner Bay, and experience the endless amenities that come with your Hotel Indigo stay. For more information and to book a guest room, go to indigoeverett.com. The NWAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships would like to also thank Jimmy John's for their continued support of the best seat in the house. Each game, a contestant is chosen to sit on the couch with a friend during the game, and they receive a Jimmy John's sandwich. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky good. And now Lower Columbia is going to freaky try to break this press here. They were able to do it, but Lane made them work for it.
Yeah.
This man press is tough. They're trapping off this. Forner doing a nice job kind of keeping control of her body. Here comes the trap. She dribbles out of it. Malone comes in. Forner beats the whole thing, goes to the bucket. Doesn't get the foul call. And now there's a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Schmidt. That's going to be her third, but more importantly, 2 more foul shots here. Morgan Cooper's going to go to the line for the first time tonight. And if you're Lower Columbia, you just really don't want to foul in the front court. That's 2 consecutive possessions where they've stopped the clock and let Lane get some points here.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it was 4:15 on the clock when the first foul happened, so Lane is essentially putting. I'm not going to jinx it here. There we go.
You don't have to worry about it. So Cooper misses the first. She'll get another shot at it here.
Yeah, she's a 77% free throw shooter.
And there's one. So,
There she is. You know, on the year, the team is shooting 75%, and today they're just 13 to 22 at 60%, just about 60%.
So it's a tough day to not be hot from the line. That's a lot of points to leave kind of laying around, too. Mace back to Schmidt. Over to Mace. Swings over to Forner. Over to Harris. So Lower Columbia really went 4 there. They've got 3 guards and Schmidt in the backcourt there. Did a great job breaking pressure there with those long diagonal passes.
Yeah, that's the one thing with Novelli fouling out. She is a great ball handler and scorer.
There Schmidt finds Mace. Right back, 71-56 Lower Columbia. Makinich into Hamill. Hamill. And somehow that drew a foul on Noyes. A little bit of fadeaway running one-hander, and that's 4 on Noyes. 3 minutes to go. I'd assume you're going to leave her in at this point, kind of run with it.
I mean, it depends on the trust that you have, between the player and the coach, and how often has she played with 4 fouls throughout the year. I can't answer that question, but she's Typically, a big knows how to stay out of foul trouble, especially, in the NWAC where she can defend without fouling. She might give a little space. They have a little cushion here, so she might concede, a shot instead of picking up a 5th foul, because defensively she's been a huge presence. Offensively,
Yeah, you just need, right now, you need her under the basket.
yeah, I mean, she has 5 assists because, 5 assists because she just gets so much attention, and she's doing a great job of hitting those cutters.
Yep, and there, finally, the turnover lane. Maddie Birch with the steal. Malone. And she found Sarah Bell under the bucket. Sarah Bell, no mistake that time.
Right.
She converted in there. Attempted trap. Doesn't work, but Harris going to pull this out. Malone pressuring her. Mason, there's a foul on Morgan Cooper. Is Lane going to try, they're intentionally fouling with 2:44 to go. That almost looked like an intentional foul.
It might have been. I mean, they have just one more foul to give, so I'm sure that might have been a conversation that they had it.
Forner, nice little move there from Mace. Goes into Moyes. Yeah, Cooper's, I think, trying to win a foul, and that time, and then Birch, I think, was trying to foul, but ended up getting a steal. Now Hamill gets it up to Malone. Malone's going to drive on Mace behind the back, kicks it out. And I'm not sure what the call is there. I think it's an offensive foul. Illegal screen there on Sarah Ball, her 4th.
Trying to get her teammate open for a little extra time on the shot.
Substitution here. They're going to send Kendra McInich back in the game here for Malone. Addie Malone's been really high energy, good defender.
She has a huge motor from Centennial High School in Nevada. With Karen Weitz was the head coach there. They've won state championship after state championship. Like, there's literally no space on the wall for more state championship banners.
That's a quality problem right there.
Yeah, right. And so she knows how to compete, and she knows the intensity of what it takes to be a champion out there on the floor. And she's doing everything she can to bring that for Lane.
There's Noyes with the handoff with Forner, and she's fouled. And now, are they going to the, now they're going to go to line here. So 2:18 to go. Lane's cut it to 11 from a high of 16.
Got a little offense-defense substitution going here for Lane.
I think they're trying to use Cooper to be the foul person.
Yeah.
Now Caitlin Forner at the line. This is her first foul shot of the night. A little deep. One more here. The other thing is a made free throw lets Lower Columbia really set their defense. Another one's a little strong. Pulled down by Hamill. Lane in transition. Out wide for 3. That's deep. Malone with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Jeppeli, she's just having a tough night at the office.
Well, as the whole team is, yep, they're definitely trying to put a lot of pressure in the backcourt, a lot of contact.
Yep, ball's on the ground. This time it's going to be a foul on Jeppeli, and that's going to send Danica Schmidt to the line. Jeppeli says, hey, well, the ball's on the ground. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. With Novelli out of the game, Danica Schmidt is the one that you really want to throw line. She's shooting 72%, so her or Noyes are the two. The better free throw shooters from down the stretch here with Lane. Going to be putting a lot of pressure in the backcourt.
A little long, three misses in a row for Lower Columbia. Still up 11, minute 57 to go. Really, if they can just keep the clock moving, double-digit lead, they're playing great defense. They're making it really hard for Lane. Schmidt breaks the duck there. Now they can kind of set up some pressure. You just set up token pressure. You just want to make Lane take time, bringing it up the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Lane really is lethal with getting the ball down the floor. And, I mean, they've shot many possessions with 3 or 4 seconds just off the clock. So.
And there's Harris. On defense, here's Hamill into the lane on Noyes. He's got 4 fouls. Pull-up jumper and a timeout. Sheely, a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. Talk about Landmark Event Staffing Services is a proud partner of the NWAC and its member schools. There's a part-time event staff employment available in both Portland and the Seattle Everett region. Excellent fundraising opportunities also available for teams, clubs, and nonprofit groups. Contacts today. Fans, don't forget to check out the official championship merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. Everything fully customizable. Get your championship gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit nwacstore.com/NWAC. Also, follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for NWAC highlights and info. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Fans, catch select regular season and all postseason broadcasts live and on demand on the NWAC Sports Network, powered by Blue Frame Technology. You can download video broadcasts for just $10. Visit nwacsportsnetwork.com. Here, Lower Columbia is going to try to inbound this ball again. Really tight man pressure. This time they're going to put pressure on the ball. Forner goes right over the top. Michaela Harris now with some room. Lower Columbia is going to try to run some time off the clock here. A little handoff to Mace. I'm kind of interested to see who this foul is on. I think it's on Malone. That's going to be her third. Paige Mace goes to the line. It's going to be her first foul shots of the day.
She's a 55% free throw shooter, so I'm sure Lane was talking about who to foul.
Oh, she missed the first. Yeah. Minute 39 to go. It's a 10-point game. Lower Columbia Lane's chipped away a little bit from 16 down to 10 here. And they're definitely going to make Lower Columbia seal this at the line. Mace 1 for 2. So she stays true to form, right about 50%. Makinich can't convert at the rim. Hamill looking. She was looking for Emma McKinney, but McKinney doesn't have those kind of hops.
No, I mean, that possession kind of just summed up what Lane's been doing today. Like, got to the rim, couldn't convert, got an offensive rebound, and just, miscommunicated, couldn't connect with a teammate to get a second chance opportunity.
Oh, and there's a foul, another foul on Malone. That's going to be her fourth. That's going to send Paige Mace back to the line here. Well, if you don't want any time coming off the clock, that'll do it.
They're sending the players to the bench. You might talk about if it was intentional or not.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a review. Trying to decide. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a full-on grab, but it was certainly a foul. You're fouling a player before they even make their move.
Yeah, and I think they're really trying to crack down on that type of off-ball or off-cut physicality. But each team has one timeout left, and again, under the 1 minute mark in the fourth quarter, you're allowed to call a timeout and advance into the front court. So Lane's had to use timeouts throughout this game to control runs and kind of stop some momentum. Now Columbia has none, and he only has one left now for the whole rest of the game.
And you're going to have some big decisions to make here in the last minute 29.
Absolutely. So both teams really are going to have to figure out, like, they're in the game situations. How much did they practice it coming up to this point of the season? So for Lane, he's going to have to be making plays.
Oh, they're going to video. They're going to go to replay to decide what kind of call this is.
Yeah.
Just to reset things, so Lane has the possession arrow. Both teams in the bonus, each team with one timeout. Let's go to Presto Sports, the NWAC website. NWACsports.org is powered by Presto Sports, the all-in sports technology platform to streamline your process and delight your fans. Check out Presto Sports to see how. Also, the championship broadcast is produced by the Snohomish Times Sports Network. STSPN is your source for live sports in Western Washington. Email them to produce your next event at sports@stspn.com. Absolutely the top sports producer of Washington State. Ticketmaster, is the official ticket resale marketplace of the NWAC, with seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. That's a lot of tickets. Find tickets to your next concert, sports event, theater event, and more at ticketsmarter.com. The NWAC men's and women's basketball tournament was made possible in part through the support of the Tourism Promotion Area Fund of Snohomish County, Washington. Thank you, TPA Committee, for your continued support of the NWAC Championship at Everett. So it looks like they've decided this is a two-shot foul. Two-shot foul and not a intentional foul or anything. Lower Columbia is going to pull everybody off the line here. They're not going to try to rebound. Just don't commit a foul.
They were able to use that review as kind of additional timeout.
Yeah, that doesn't bother you much if you're laying there, really.
No, it's able to maybe call the next couple plays. Hey, this is who we need to foul right now. I mean, you want to keep fouling Mace any chance you have.
Well, Mace 2 for 4. You know, if you're going to keep fouling like that, I mean, she's just pushed it up to 12, and now back in the game, you've got Emma McKinney.
The offense-defense substitution.
Here comes Makinich, coast to coast for the lay-in. Lower Columbia trying to get this ball in. They get it in, but really low below the block. And Forner started to get loose. She's a little bit upset that she didn't get help, but she also got fouled from behind there.
A little push in the back. She's getting to the free throw line.
She was pretty animated there. Fouls on Emma McKinney. That's her first. McKinney, 18 points coming off the bench tonight. Makinich with 11, Maddie Birch 14, the double-figure scorers. For Lower Columbia, Novelli fouled out with 12. Jody Noyes 18, Danica Schmidt has got 21. Forner misses the first here. She's 0 for 3 from the line. 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 8 points on the night for Caitlin Forner, who's just been an all-around good player. And her composure against Lane's really scrambly run and jump kind of press has been terrific. And there she forced a little bit of a turnover there, but able to come up with it. But she missed both.
She did miss both, but again, they're making Lane work for it. No open shots.
Absolutely, good rebound there from McKinney. McKinney gets in the lane. Noise, that's going to be 5 on her. Not really what you want. Only a minute to go.
No, you're right. I mean, they have built a little bit of a cushion with that. They're going to be really small without her in the game right now, but right now Lane is content to make it a foul game, stretch it out as long as they can. So
yeah, that takes Noise a little bit out of the game anyway. Really.
Yeah, so again, you put in a player who hopefully can convert some of those free throws.
Wow, an unusual miss for Emma McKinney. 8 for 9. She's below her season average, 88% from the line now. Her first miss. Nothing but net the second time. 9 out of 10, 19 points for Emma. Offense, defense, substitutions. That also gets you a chance to set up your press. So Mason and Forner front court here. Schmidt trying to get this ball in. And stolen. Sarah Ball got her hands on it and stole it. So there's the turnover. Lane Cooper, Makinich, Hamill. She's short. Noddy had trouble coming down with that, but then she was able to corral it. The foul's going to be on McKinich. Lane, you got to hand it to them. They're able to foul very quickly.
And they are.
There's no hesitation. They just foul.
Which they're not accustomed to being in this position, right? So, but it is an in-game strategy that they have worked on. You can clearly see their strategy on it.
Well, and they're well coached. Greg Schuler's done a great job with them all year, and they know they understand what they're working on here.
Yeah, no question. I mean, he's won 5 NWAC championships, right? So he's a very well strategized coach. Now, Nadi, she's a 72% free throw shooter, so again, she just maybe a little nerve, kind of short-armed that first one.
Well, she's been sitting on the bench. It's always tough, right, when you come in, right? So Nadi short. Lower Columbia here, they've missed 4 foul shots in a row. And there's a turnover for Lane as McKinnish just slipped. And she's going to foul, I think, Michaela Harris now. And so Harris will shoot her first foul shot of the game. And for McKinnish, that's going to be 5 on McKinnish. She's out. 39 seconds to go in the game.
Some of the Lower Columbia players can start to feel it right now, and coaches over there like trying to keep them calm and poised.
Yeah, there's a long way to go. You're only up 9 now. Got to make a couple of these foul shots, really. And the yips get contagious, right? And here's Harris walking away from the line. Smart move if the referee will let her do it.
Yeah, I mean, Lower Columbia is 4 of 15 from the free throw line so far today.
And there's Fifth. You just uncursed them with that. McKinney picks that ball up. She's going to try to go coast to coast, you'd think. Gets inside. Nope, looking for 3 for Cooper, and she hits. Morgan Cooper, her first 3 of the game.
Just the third for Lane.
And so 7-point lead, 30-second timeout. Let's talk about Toledo Ticket Technologies while we're at timeout. Toledo Ticket Technologies, the official ticketing credential partner of the NWAC since 1910. Toledo Ticket has been a leading provider of ticketing solutions that are efficient, flexible, and keep businesses running smoothly. See their products at NWAC championships, including credentials, lanyards, and wristbands. Find your ticketing solution at ToledoTicket.com. I will say they are endorsed by my daughter, who loves the badges. She definitely, I had to steal the badge back to get in tonight. She already found it once. So
it's basketball. Why wouldn't you want to be here?
There you go. Well, I offered. She decided to visit Grandma instead over in Everett.
Yeah. Well,
so I understand that. You know, Grandma's a pretty big draw too.
Yeah, definitely spoiled. And you know, we're seeing two really competitive, high-level teams. If you're not familiar with the COVID year, every athlete who competed in the 2020-21 season got a free year. So a lot of these freshmen are second-year freshmen. A lot of these sophomores are third-year sophomores. They're older, they're stronger. They've had a whole extra year of player development and working on, you know, offensive, defensive schemes. And so I think that could have been a tie-up.
Yeah, they changed their mind. It is a tie-up. Ball goes back to Lane. Addie Malone tied Mace up there. Lower Columbia says, "Hold, you called a foul."
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, you know, you're up 7 with 27 seconds to go. Chance to make this a 2-possession game for Lane. There's the inbound to Hamill. She sinks it. It's a 2-possession game. Mace once again getting the ball, but deep in the corner. And she finds Harris wide open. And Harris with the lay-in pushes it back out to 7. 16 and a half seconds to go.
Mace was walking that sideline.
Forner with the steal. Now Malone needs to foul her. She does. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the referee really making Malone foul her a third time.
Right.
You see what she's trying to do. Just call the foul. She doesn't need to be hit every time.
Exactly, and it's a little bit of the player's safety because Malone's like, hey, didn't call the first one. I'm going to have to hit her harder the second one. And you don't want anything else to happen. But.
And that's 5 on Malone, so she fouls out. And Lower Columbia is going to call time here, talk about the last 8.7 seconds. And we're going to stay here. You ready for the second one?
Oh, man.
I hope it's this good.
I so too, and I really do think it is going to be good. In the next game between Clackamas and Peninsula, it's going to be a fast-paced.
It's the weekend, baby!
Type of game. Really, Clackamas is known for executing high-level offense. Peninsula is known for their physicality and their defensive lockup. So it's going to be.
Peninsula, I think it's going to be really interesting because it's that press and a lot of high pressure against Clackamas, who really wants to get down court in ISOs. Very sort of NBA individual type stuff.
Yeah, and a little bit of like this game. I mean, the game that follows. Who does their stuff better, right? Do what you do, but better than the other team. And in this game with us tonight, Lower Columbia, you know, is a good defensive team, and they've been better at their defense and really taken Lane out of what they do offensively.
Yeah, they've made it really tough. I mean, what's Lane averaging? 90 points a game?
93 points a game.
Yeah, and they're at 70. And now the referees are going to freeze the shooter. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the second horn. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, from the timeout went off. Everyone was ready to go.
That's tough. You hate to see him pull the ball out of a shooter's hands. And tough at the end of the game here, Lower Columbia. They can hang on here for 8 seconds, and they get in the final. They're going to need to make some of those free throws down the stretch to win the championship.
No question. No question. You got to be better at really all that facet. You know, we already know they're not typically a great three-point shooting team, but you got to make the free ones.
Absolutely. There, that was the perfect ending of the game. McKinney getting to the rim, and it just doesn't roll for her. What a tough day for Lane, and a great season. You know, and what a gutsy comeback. You know, they looked down and out, down 16. They ended up cutting it to 5. They had a chance. It was a 2-possession game.
Yeah, remember they cut it to 3 right before the end of the third quarter, and then. you know, Lower Columbia responded with a 9-0 run kind of in the middle of the fourth quarter to stretch it back up. And Lane continued to battle. Like you said, got it to 5 late.
Oh, yeah, they were in it. I mean, Lower Columbia, give them credit. The West Region #1 is headed to the final, 77-70 over Lane. And just a big effort from Lower Columbia, and a deep effort. I mean, they fouled out. They're really their 2 top post players.
Yeah, they sure did.
And Novelli fouled out early.
Fouled out early, you know, but they were able to hang on. They did what they needed to do early enough in the game that they didn't have to rely on making the free throws at the end of the game.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be the challenge. You'd think whoever comes out of this semifinal is going to be noting that. You know, the foul shooting was tough for Lower Columbia. What they end up shooting?
Yeah, Lower Columbia was just 5 of 18 from the free throw line. So, but you know what? They were 30